Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, home to the North Carolina State Wolfpack, and the fans here on this leg of Tobacco Road have been getting ready since early this morning. NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Offense getting set for first down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Caught over the middle. It's Gathers.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Crosses the 45. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
Yeah, and way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly. Get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Caught near the sideline. It's Garrison. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Now on second down. They're going to run it. Fakes his man out. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. They're bringing heat. He's going to take off. And he will wisely scamper out of bounds. No need to take unnecessary hits. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Off play action. Hit as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Makes his connection. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. NC State will line up with a first and goal. The snap sets up the throw. Pressure coming. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, NC State. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So the Air Force Falcons offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
It's a draw. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires and picked off. Taking it the other way. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
He'll toss it. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. First and goal for the offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolfpack!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right.
Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision.
First down for this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the pressure gets to him, down goes the quarterback.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding them.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or you trust him right away.
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give it.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
He's going for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Boots' first of the day away. Was called on 4 times in the victory last week. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lets it fly. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air. Offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
On second down, he'll let it fly. This time he's got his man. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. Touchdown, North Carolina State! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right, offense, defense. Palmer, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but this is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right here.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash. They're facing a third down. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a third and long. They're working that left side. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Falcons will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return. It's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This defense needed something to go right. Man, they're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
Might be looking to run. Lets it fly. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Quarterback on the keeper. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Quickly complete. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. And the Falcons will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one, making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Well, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Use the play fake, now to throw. He tries to take the top off. And it falls in, complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Let's see what they've got on second down. They're going to throw it again. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, NC State. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
They'll go to the fullback. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. They stop him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Looking for a block. It's Garrison. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback?
Sends it downfield. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there. 2nd and 10 here. He's looking to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but is not able to get to the first down marker. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Looking to throw for it. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away.
On to kick it away.
Wants to bring it back. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Offense set on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. The Falcons will hustle to the line. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the grab down the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Grab near the sticks. It's Morrison. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
And there's finally a bright spot for this offense in the passing game, completing that on 3rd down. I know we're in the 2nd quarter. They're trailing by a lot, but you need something positive to happen here to build some momentum. Maybe they can build on that, drive the field, score some points before going in here at halftime, and get a little juju going.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. He's got his man across the middle. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Quickly complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And the Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. The short hands, it's Morrison. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Operating in the red zone here on second down. He's looking to throw. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He'll come out throwing on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone to take a deep breath and digest what we just saw in Raleigh. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats.
And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Got blown out in the first half, and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here. And the sack all the way back at the 5. They've got it at the 20 on 2nd and 5. The hand to the running back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Looking to scramble. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. They'll boot it away from their own 20 after taking the safety.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking to move it through the air. Coming after it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. All the numbers and stats will show you going for it on 4th down in this area of the field really puts pressure on a defense. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
Well, that play never had a chance. On 4th down, they're trying to catch the defense off guard, throwing for it, but no protection. Quarterback didn't have an opportunity to step up and get rid of that football. Give the defense credit, man. Tremendous aggression there on 4th.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
The give to the fullback. Bulls his way forward. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. He's going to pass. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And he's brought down, and his defense gets the ball back to its own. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He makes the connection. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. Trying to find his man on first down. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Got some room to run. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Air Force. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Fires to the middle. Finds a man on the right. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
Wolfpack will have first and 10. He wants to throw. Trying to get to him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. He's got it on the run.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver to create enough separation to create a positive gain.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And the pummeling has started. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting. Had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. From the gun. Throws to the wideout. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
I love it. What a play call. Going to the fullback in the running game, and he shows you that he's got some ability. This guy was a big-time high school running back, and he shows you the wiggle. He's got some ability to break tackles, and he helps his offense out.
Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down. The Falcons are moving quickly down the field. They'll throw it on first down. He finds his man.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. We've reached the end of the quarter, and NC State has the edge. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. First down to start the drive after the break. He's looking to throw it. That's reeled in. It's Everett. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Ball's at the 27. It's third and short. Can they avoid making that fourth down decision? They'll try to get the first through the air. Quickly complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Down to the 23 for this first and 10.
29 Philly.
Looking for room. It's Sanders. Got enough space. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And the Falcons will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Trying to pound it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Can they salvage the drive by converting on third and goal? Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's
and he's got it! Touchdown, Falcons! This game is almost certainly decided already, but the good news is for the next game, guys still flying around, still playing hard, not really hanging their heads.
Long season. This is early in the season. Still got plenty of time. Still find out which plays you like, which you don't, and keep running them, keep getting better at them. So use this as practice.
They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Looking down the left side. He makes a catch. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Huge play, puts them in the red zone, and now they'll snap it 1st and 10 from the 15. Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And the beatdown has ensued. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
NC State, 51, Air Force, 21.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. Looking to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Everett. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Afterburner's coming. He's at the 10. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
Nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling, and you're down by 1,000. But I like that they continue to fight.
The deficit is huge, this one is all, but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
Man, it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. He slings it deep to the left. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Timeout, NC State.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes a grab along the left sideline for the huge gain. Touchdown, North Carolina State! And the stomping has commenced. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they...
What a snag by the defense. Not able to get loose on the return, but what a play to put his team in business at the 33.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
You know, the field's about 53 yards wide. Got to kick it between those 53 yards, or else the drive will start on the 40. Comes out throwing on first down. He's got his man. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll throw it on first down. They're trying to get to it. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time. Yeah, and you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understanding the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Unleashes one deep. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. And this one splits the uprights. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it, keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Time to take a shot. He's got it on the right. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. Going up top on 1st down. He's not afraid to go deep. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it. They'll mark him down right there, but it is a big play, and they'll move the chains. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. One more play to pad the stats. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown.
And some people might say they should have taken a knee, run the clock out. This offense believes, I'm going to run the football. It's your job to stop it. And they add a rushing touchdown and another 6 to the scoreboard.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game.